Time to start hearing those sleigh bells ringing. Hi, welcome, come on in. My name is Aoife and today I am taking you through some of the holiday romances that came out in 2023 that I have kind of got my eye on. I'm going to try and get to some of these over the holiday season. Some of them seemed like a really great idea for curling up by the fire. Some of them seemed like a really great read in the lead up to Christmas, especially in the week that's leading up to Christmas. Christmas this year is on a Monday, so this feels like the perfect time to take a week off just to read Christmas books. So if you have got any of those intentions in your mind as well, definitely go and check these books out. First one up is A Holly Jolly Ever After by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. We did read A Merry Little Meet Cute as the group book for last year's holiday round of Rom-Com-a-thon, and we didn't have the best time with it, but I am pretty intrigued by what happens in this book. So this is about Callum and Winnie, who have had a kind of a run-in with each other previously. They have had a sex tape that has been leaked. Callum is now trying to clean up his act. He was a former band member and he's trying to shake off the kind of squeaky clean routine that he has got going for him. Whereas Winnie was definitely squeaky clean. She kept herself until marriage. She had the kind of girl next door vibe that you know all about. But Callum and Winnie are about to be reunited as co-stars on a particularly steamy Hallmark Christmas movie, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen there. I'm also kind of interested to see if we're going to see any of the characters from the first book come into this one as well. I really love when you get to see characters after their book has finished, what they're doing with their lives, if they're still together, how things are going for them. So maybe this is going to be like kind of a connected series in that way. Next up is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. I haven't always had the best success with Tessa Bailey books, but I'm going to give this one a try. I'm going to see how I do with this one. This book is about Melody and Beat. Their mothers were together in the band called the Steel Birds, and they have broken up since, and the two mothers do not speak. Melody and Beat decide to reunite their parents, bring them back together for like a musical extravaganza on Christmas Eve, and once they see each other again after so long of not having been in contact, feelings start to really come back for each other. I know that Tessa Bailey has got another Christmas book in her arsenal, and I haven't read that one yet, but I have got some high hopes that this one might be a little bit more up my street than her other books have been. Up next is Confessions of a Christmasholic by Joss Wood. I am so intrigued by the idea of a grumpy sunshine book set at Christmas time, because when you think of a grumpy sunshine romance, you don't generally think of winter and of cold. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to go. This book is about Sutton, who absolutely despises Christmas. I'm not entirely sure why, but it may be explained at the start of the book, but Christmas is just not a thing for Sutton. She is confronted one day with a house that is basically like Christmas threw up on it. There are decorations, there are trees, there are lights everywhere. And Sutton, in a drunken rage, takes revenge on the house. The problem is that this house is belonging to Gus, who is a single dad, and he is the owner of the Christmas shop in the town, which basically makes him Mr. Christmas. However, Mr. Christmas has got a secret that only Sutton is in on, and I am so intrigued as to A, what this secret is, and B, how it kind of plays itself in the book. I am really interested to see how this is going to go. I hadn't heard anything about Joss Wood at all, but this book just struck me so much that I have to get my hands on it. If you want to read something for the holidays that doesn't necessarily focus on Christmas, try 3 Holidays and a Wedding by Uzma Jalaluddin and Marissa Stapley. This is about 3 people who find themselves in an emergency landing from a plane. Anna and Mariam are sitting together, and as the plane goes into severe turbulence, they decide to kind of take their mind off what's happening by sharing their deepest, darkest secrets with each other. What they don't know is that Mariam's lifelong crush, Saif, is sitting in the seat behind them, and he has heard everything that they've said, including that Mariam has got a massive crush on him. When the plane has an emergency landing, the 3 of them are then stranded in a small town, meaning that Mariam is not going to necessarily get home for her sister's wedding, but she is going to be spending some more time with the guy that she has been interested in for her whole life. And coincidentally, a celebrity that Anna has got a massive crush on just so happens to be filming his next movie in the town. I'm really interested to see how this is going to go. I've actually already read a book from Uzma Jalaluddin this year. I read Hannah Khan Carries On, and I really enjoyed it. So I know that her writing works for me, but I'm interested to see how it's going to go when it's a dual author book And when is a holiday book as well? Next up is Snowden by Catherine Walt. I read her holiday romance, last year on the plane back home to Ireland for Christmas, and I was completely hooked by it. So I think I'm going to leave this one again for the plane ride home and really soak in the atmosphere. This is about Megan and Christian, who are dreading going back home to their hometowns for Christmas, but for separate reasons. Megan, because she left Isaac, the town's golden boy, at the altar about 4 years ago. He has just announced his engagement, while she has been broken up with for the 4th time this year, so she's really not looking forward to going back home and to having the rumour mill go and go. For Christian, it's because he's getting a bit tired of spending Christmas on his own every single year. So, when Megan and Christian bump into each other in a pub in Dublin, they decide to be each other's fake dates for Christmas, and as we all know, fake dating never really stays fake for very long. What I love about Catherine's books is that they are set in Ireland. They have this very much home feeling for me, so I'm really hoping that combined with it being a Christmas book, is just going to make it feel really cozy for me. Those are the holiday romances coming out in 2023 that I cannot wait to get my hands on. Have you got any of those on your list, or is there something that I have missed out on and you think we definitely need to know about it? If you'd love to leave me a comment but you can't think of anything you'd like to say, then just leave me a Father Christmas emoji. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I have new videos up every week. Nah, get on out of here.